This was also the week where one of Joe Biden's biggest successes in his first year as president did a SpaceX rocket style implosion. The child tax credit, which is part of the American Rescue Plan, had successfully lifted 5 million children out of poverty. And after last month, when those payments ended, we're pretty much back where we started from. So this is from the Center on Poverty and Social Policy at Columbia University said that the child poverty rate rose from 12% in December 2021 to 17% last month, an approximately 41% increase. The study found that an additional 3.7 million children are now in poverty relative to the end of December, with Black and Latino children seeing the biggest percentage point increases. The White House, again, for those who don't remember, the last couple months, the White House was unable to secure an extension of the program, the child tax credit, i.e., did not fucking fight for it, amid a disagreement over its broader economic proposal with Senator Joe Manchin the third. Don't forget that third. Who raised multiple objections to the child benefit and said it was discouraging parents from working. Virtually all Republicans have also opposed Biden's expanded child tax credit, and Washington has shifted away from pandemic spending as lawmakers seek to curb the worst inflationary spike in 4 decades.
Why do they always get to say that? What proof do they have that this discourages parents from wanting to work? What are you basing that on? Is there a study? Is there a survey? Is there anything concrete that you can show us?
No, it is straight up class warfare. It is a rich person imagining that poor
Poor
people,
people don't want to work.
yes, and people of color are lazy and don't want to work, and that they should have, the sort of rumble in their tummy, because then they've got the hunger to go out and, mow my lawn for me and watch my kids for me and fucking flip my burgers for me and all the other things. It is utter
Why
elitism
why is Joe Manchin a Democrat?
because he's
What?
in West Virginia. And
But run as a Republican.
right. Yeah.
There's no reason for you and cinema to be roadblocks to all the things that Biden promised us during his uh, run up to the White House. It's like, why are you there? We don't. When Republicans run, there's no Republican like, you know what? Hey, uh, I don't want anything to do with your agenda. Like me
Yeah.
and this gal over here don't. Like nobody was blocking Trump from doing anything. So
No.
why do we always have Democrats who are like, you know what? You want to move some stuff through Congress? I'm not here for it.
Yeah, I will be a complete human shield on any
Yes,
progress.
yes.
Uh, and Manchin is one thing in West Virginia, and I know there's amazing. I know West Virginia Can't Wait is a great grassroots organization. There's a lot of good folks doing some grassroots, like deep grassroots building in there in that state. But it is a swing state, and it
Mm-hmm.
tends to go red. But then you've got fucking Cinema. And Kirsten Sinema, my God, is polling at like 8% among Democrats. Like they fucking hate her ass in Arizona. And she's still the one curtsying and like putting her little thumb down when it comes to $15 minimum wage.
Right.
She's still the one who's like, doesn't want to supposedly raise the deficit, even though, again, all the Build Back Better stuff, including the child tax credit, that was all paid for.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to minimally raise taxes on insanely wealthy people, but no,
Mm-hmm.
we can't do that. So 3.7 million children have to live in poverty. And of course, progressives are going to get blamed for it. So again, I mentioned that Axios article earlier in the show and how the squad's politics are backfiring. Remember the squad who was straight up out in front on this Build Back Better plan. They were like, we do want this. In fact, we want to fight for all of it. We're going to make
Mm-hmm.
sure it all gets passed. We want the home care. We want the climate bill stuff. We want everything. And I think Representative Cory Bush had a really good tweet on this where she basically like she brings up the squad politics has failed article, and she writes, in case you hadn't caught on by now, every time there's a media push blaming blaming progressives, there's something conservative Democrats are trying to cover up. This time it's that they sent 4 million kids into poverty because they killed the child tax credit. Don't get distracted. And like I fucking love Cory
I
Bush. I
love
love
her.
that shit.
I
Yeah.
love her. Like, she is not here for the BS, like, ever. Do not try to. I just don't understand the centrist Democrats. I really don't. You have a progressive part of your party uh, pushing for things that they got elected to do, and you're trying to paint them as the bad guy. I'm like, whenever Republicans push their party right, there's no pushback for that. They're not like, oh, we don't want that. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
they go more right. The Democrats never go more left. They're like, no,
No,
we don't want to be doing, stuff that we said that we were going to do.
totally. Say
Why?
what you will about Republicans. At least they listen to the base. At least they know where the energy is. Yeah, that energy is in fascism. I fucking hate that part of it. But the Democrats have no idea where the energy is. People respond to folks like Cory Bush and AOC for a reason. They're speaking to the issues that they care about. And Cory Bush exemplifies right there that she's not afraid to, she didn't name names, but she
Yeah.
came very close, basically saying, look, conservative Democrats have a lot to hide. They fucked up. You know what I mean? And like, so stop trying to like put the blame on us. I can throw it right back on you. I'm not going to
Right.
sit here and take it.
I mean, I hope all those progressives that are running just wipe the slate with these people. Like, I hope they raise all the money.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they can't match the corporate money, but I hope that people, small donations, will just help them get rid of all these centrist Democrats. And then the Democrats will be like, oh, this is what the people want. Yeah, this is what we want.
Oh,
This
I
is
should
what
go
we put you
retire
in
in
office
one of
to.
my homes. I'll go do that. Um, just for some context, in the city that never sleeps on subway cars, former police captain turned mayor Eric Adams is ensuring that his police are doing real tough anti-crime work, just cracking down on everything, heinous acts like stealing $1,800 worth of
Pampers.
baby formula, Pampers,
Yeah,
diaper,
there's
like
some lotion in there too, I think.
yeah,
Some
yeah. Oh, that's
Mucinex.
that. Oh, yeah, for a cold. Maybe
Yeah,
there's some eye drops in there.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's some hardcore detective work right there.
Well, that's like meth. I don't know if you knew this, but when you mix baby formula with like common household items, like it's a
You can like
recreational
you can
drug.
like sniff it and okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that's
You
why
can like
otherwise
put it on the stove and then like the fumes you just
yep. And you're like, "Oh, yeah, breast milk." Like what? Like why else would they pose so hard next to that if they
I mean,
weren't
they were
sure?
stunting. They were like, I'm like, it's
um
Pampers and formula and like Tide or something. I don't know
like
what else was in there.
this image, this is, if you want to fucking understand anything about late stage capitalism, this image, an over policed population that needs basic goods, cannot get them met, cannot afford them, shit that should be free, from clinics that should be free and doctors that should to access them should be free, and then a bunch of tough ass pieces of shit thinking that they're hard because they arrested this person, and then who this parent who dared buy their kid
Shoplift.
formula.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's it. It's upsetting. Now, the NYPD, to their credit, took that tweet down, but screenshots are worth 1,000 words and are
Once you put
forever.
anything, it's forever once you post it.
Yeah, I know.
You can't go
Don't
back.
I know it? I mean, I've had some really just dud tweets, you know? That's why I don't tweet, because I'm like,
I don't get any kind of following on Twitter. They kind of want you to be a little acerbic and like real kind of nasty on Twitter, I think.
I know.
They like you
Ex-
dragging people.
exactly. I don't want to cancel that many people. I only want to cancel a couple, and I just can't, like, there, I can't be that loud about it, because then it's
Right.
like, ugh, then it's just not on brand. My brand
Yeah.
is chill. Um,
Lay back.
we'll lay back. What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/Bitchuation Room. Do it.